What's up, everybody? It's K Rose, and you are listening and watching Back to Reality podcast. Y'all, I was about to say K Talk Radio. I've been real good. I changed my podcast.
What did you change it?
Back to Reality.
I never knew that. I'm literally just not noticing that when you just said that.
Yo, I got a photographer. Like, I'm really coming up. So that's what I'm talking to. But yes, I was about to say K Talk Radio. I've been good with not, getting it confused. But you are listening to Back to Reality podcast. And today I have Destiny, the Don, the brand Destiny. Okay.
What's up?
This is Destiny. And I want to start off, like, what is the Don?
Okay, so the Don is like just basically the leader or like the head of something. So I go by Desta Don, and I call myself that because I just want to encourage others to like touch into their inner leadership skills, inner like qualities to be like outgoing and just be your best self. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I created the Donna brand in order to like express that and push that out there along with like faith-based beliefs. So yeah.
Okay, because I be seeing, because it's an Ari Moneybag girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Ari the Don.
Yeah,
So I'm like, why do everybody
mad. No, I was so mad. Let me tell you. So at first I was going by this and everybody she was just Ari.
Mm-hmm.
They took away her Instagram. Now she on Twitter with Ari the Don, and they just ran with it. And I was just like,
yeah, I'm just like, why do everybody call themselves the Don? What does it mean? But it's a clothing brand and it's a digital marketing business. So let's talk about the clothing brand. Is it the same meaning behind it? Basically, be your own leader.
Yes. So with the clothing brand side of everything, I just want to like promote clothes like streetwear, or I'm going to be like to some athletic wear, and then like some business stuff, because like just clothes that make you feel and make you look as good as you feel. You know what I mean?
Like the boss or something.
Yeah. So
when did you start the clothing brand?
back in 2021.
Oh. What made you want to start the clothing brand? Because you can start a lot of businesses with wanting somebody to feel like they're a leader. Why did you pick the clothing brand?
Because I feel like clothes are a way that you express yourself. Like, how a person dressed, kind of like, it doesn't tell everything about them, but you could get some like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when I decided to create a clothing brand, really it was because I wanted to, start my entrepreneurship and my journey with that. So I started the brand just to test the waters and see, like, is this something I want to do? Can it be done? Can I do it? Like, do I like it? And I just fell in love with it. I like creating, and so I mixed the designing, the clothes and everything into selling it, and it just all branched out from there.
Did you go to school for not digital marketing. Did you go to school for business? Did that kind of help you, or you really just picked this up off the ground?
I really just picked it up off the ground, and since I am in school for criminal justice though, but because I'm in school, like, I took some business classes as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like,
do you think you're gonna change your major into full business as your business grow, or you just is this something to do while you in school to make you some money for to be in your criminal justice major?
So it's kind of a yes and no to that. So I've been thinking about getting like an associate's degree in business, but I wouldn't change my major. Just maybe like when I go for my bachelor's, because right now in spring I'll be graduating with my associates in criminal justice, and then I'm going to go for the bachelor's. And I thought about doing a double major, but it's actually like, I'm going to branch out for like a bigger picture. So I'm going to do a business in criminal justice, but like with the clothing brand, it allows me to like learn about business, how to run a business, the professionalism, this, that, and the fourth. So that way, when I do other businesses, like, it's
you already know.
There, yeah.
You sound like you're smart. What? What school do you go to?
I go to Tri-City.
Oh, you do?
Cuyahoga Community College. I started off at Akron, and then after COVID hit and I never returned, I just finished.
But Tri-City's still good though. Don't ever let nobody tell you Tracy is bad. Like, that's still a good school. Community college is still good. But what you said, you majoring in criminal justice, but like, what you want to do if you want to talk about it?
Yeah, kind of. Okay, so in the long run, I plan on having a business and a nonprofit for like juveniles, but for minority youth, in order to like teach them, help them know all things criminal justice, because a lot of people, like, it's our day-to-day lives. Everybody has to know law, but we don't teach it in school, and a lot of people fall victim or short to things that they don't know. So just to help people out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's I like that, because they teach us what they want us to know, not really what we need to know if we ever get into a sticky situation.
Yeah,
and then, since you said for the you said juvenile, you can like sell them your clothes.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of all fits into one. And then it's a digital marketing brand too. So do you take classes for digital marketing? How did that come about with clothes?
That just came about with the content creating. I like I said, I like designing the outfits and the clothes and everything. So it just kind of inspired and took off from there. I started with, so I also do YouTube. So when I was doing my own stuff, it just was like, well, why can't I do it for other people? Because so many other people always, you know, charging for it, looking for it. And it's like, if I can do it, I mean, you know, I might as well help other people and do theirs. People like, oh, how did you edit this? Or how did you do that? And it's just like, okay, let me
I like it too. You use Canva? Yeah, I use Canva. I don't know how to use, like Photoshop. Do you know how to use Photoshop with Adobe?
So I actually went to school for architecture and design, so I learned Photoshop in high school. So a little bit, but not too much.
It's hard. I don't like it, but Canva, it makes it easy for everybody, and I like CapCut.
Yeah, I like them too.
And I also seen that you had a Billboard. Let's talk about that. How did you so you had the Billboard in Cleveland, but did you have it in New York too?
Yes.
Okay. How did you get it in New York?
So it was actually really simple. Same thing with Cleveland, like you just do your research, look for it. Like anything that you want is out there. So I just looked up different billboards in New York, how to get a billboard in New York. And on TikTok, it actually was trending. There was a lot of people getting these like billboards, and like I seen a proposal one on there, or would you be my girlfriend one. Like it was different ones, and I'm like how did they just do that fast? And so it's actually a company out there that's now like allowing people to use a billboard just for a certain amount of time, you know, to promote and stuff. So all you do is you go on their site, pay for it, and pick a time slot and everything, and like it'll come up on their digital board. What
do you tell people who say, well, that is in Times Square, it must be expensive, I don't have the money?
I say work for it. I'm the type of person, like, I always, like, say if I see some shoes, and I'm like, the shoes cost $100, I'm about to find a way to give $100 so if you want this board, and this, figure out how much it costs first, and make that money for it.
So the one from New York, did you see a rise in your sales for digital marketing or for your clothing brand when your billboard was presented?
Not necessarily for the one in New York, but for the one in Cleveland.
Okay. Do you, because I went to school also for marketing, sales, and advertisement, and we talked about the benefits of each thing, and sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, a billboard is amazing, but you know, a billboard, you driving past it.
Yeah, so, that's what a lot of people said before I actually got mine. They was like, who looks at billboards?
But no, still get it, because people look at them.
Because, okay, so social media is, you know, we're in that day and age. So even if nobody sees the board, it's the fact that, okay, you got a board and you post that picture. And now that's going everywhere.
Everybody gonna want to
So
go
even if you
see
didn't see the board, you're going to see the pictures of the board. Like, you're going to know that I have a board, and that's going to make you want to shop. Like, what does she do that have a board? You know what I mean?
Also,
like that as well.
And what I do, like, if I ride past the same, like, if I take the same route to work, home, whatever, and I see a billboard, even though I can't read it right then and there, if I keep seeing it along the way, after a while you're going to know, like, okay, this is for Destadon. Like, this is what she do. You're going to see it. So, if you're trying to get a billboard and people are telling you, you know, it's pointless, if I posted I got a billboard, 9 times out of 10 people was gonna go and see it just to say like, oh, I saw a Kayla billboard, and they're gonna post pictures of it.
Yeah, sure.
And it's gonna like cycle along. So the one in Cleveland, was it the same process?
No. So the one in Cleveland, it was a little harder because the one in New York, they were promoting that board. That's a new. So the one in Cleveland, I knew I wanted to have a billboard, so I drove around looking at billboards. Like you say, how you driving past, I'm looking like, I know the company name had to be on here. And it was, and so after that, I found the company.
You smart, because I'm not thinking about the company name being on the billboard.
Yes, like it has to be. So I found their site, and I went through with the inquiries and everything. Somebody reached back out to me, said that they would work with me and stuff, and from there it was just a lot, because like it's a lot of things that they don't tell you as well, being the billboard people. So they're like, you know, go through their website, pick a location and sign up for it. But I'm a tangible person, like you have to make things tangible. So I drove to where I wanted it. I'm like, this is going to be where it's going to be. Like, I had to find a good spot for it. The spot that they were trying to give me, I did not like at first. Like, it was trees blocking it and everything. I'm just like, no. And they're just like, well, you have to get this one, yes. I'm just like, no. So after finding a good spot, and they had it available for the good time and everything, and then working with them, create a contract, and it went from there.
That's so good. I do want one. I kind of had my doubts, the same thing, like, who gonna look at the billboard?
You should do it for sure.
But if you notice, billboards are in certain areas. They're not, like, you don't see billboards in too many suburban areas. Like, you might see them on the freeway, but you don't see them in too many suburban areas. So the location matters too, and what your business is for. Like, if you, it gotta just make sense. So it's not necessarily
you can't just have
just anywhere.
Yeah,
you can't, like, okay,
just doing outside McDonald's.
Yeah.
They have to do, the people at McDonald's not thinking like,
they're not thinking like that. But say if you invented a video game, you might want to get your billboard going towards Chuck E. Cheese, Dave & Buster's, something like that. So it has to make sense. It's not always about who's gonna look at it. It's about the area and everything like that.
And I think like geographic goes with that as well, because it might not be hot in Cleveland, but you have a billboard in Atlanta. Oh, people looking at that, they checking for people on billboards. So it just all depends.
So don't tell nobody that a billboard is not gonna.
Because in New York, they looking. That's all they have is all those billboards. So it's like they looking at the.
And that's probably why you might have didn't see it as much, because New York is so crowded. Like, they be having 50 million advertisements at once. So what have you learned from the like getting the billboards and everything like that?
I would say, I'm trying to think, like, the best thing that I have learned that if you want it, do it. Like, because at the end of the day, I was very excited about it. I was satisfied, and that was an accomplishment for me. And not only that, but it's something that I could be able to tell my kids one day, like,
your mom had a billboard.
And then I would just say, don't rush into anything. Like, take the process, take the time, make sure you do it right. So that'll be my 2 things.
What are the ups and downs that you have had experience with your clothing brand?
Vendors. Like, people don't talk about it enough, but I would say finding the right vendor. It's like, even if you do hair, if you do makeup, if you do anytime you're selling something and you don't make it yourself and you have to get vendors or buy it from shipping anywhere, it's difficult. It's very difficult.
What makes it difficult?
Because I would say it's hard to find a good one, because they're out of the country, like from China, Pakistan, or wherever you may get your stuff from.
Pakistan got vendors?
My people from Pakistan.
Really?
Yes, they say Pakistan has better with the clothing than China, versus China's as good with hair. I think it's China who do good with hair. It might be somewhere else. But yeah, because it's a lot.
It can be a lot. I never knew.
They don't even speak English, so you working with them, and then they don't understand. Yes, like, it's just so much, and yeah. And then you might get it. Okay, you buy it, you give it, and now you got 100 or 20 items that you get, oh, it's bad. Like, now you gotta start all over.
So I know you said that you want, with your clothing brand, you want different types of clothes. But what do you sell right now?
So right now it's still streetwear. So like I currently have hats available, and like this is a hoodie from the brand, and this is a hat from the brand when I first started. So yeah.
Have you changed your logo or the design stance?
So I changed the logo. The original logo was a goat sitting on a chair, which was supposed to be like a throne to represent like, okay, you're the goat. Because I also go by see, already tried to snatch the name up, so I got a new one just in case. So like, but like I love, like I said, building people up to believe that you're the boss you are. So if you're the boss, you're the Don, you're the GOAT. You're the best or the greatest at whatever you're trying to do. So it was a goat on the throne with the letters representing the brand, and now I have switched it to a goat with what's the word for it? Okay, so how I said it was like sprinkle of faith based in there. So like we are all sheep and the Lord is our shepherd. So I want to use that and like how he guides us, but we don't see him or anything, but we trust that he's there. So I use the little, like the stick that they use when they're gathering their sheep. That's around the goat to represent that yes, you're still the black sheep, or you're still the GOAT, you're still the greatest, but you're still the greatest because you're being led by the greatest, like that. So
period. And y'all be recording on a Sunday. I feel like she just brought us to church. So was the Billboard, getting the Billboard, the hardest thing about your digital brand, or have you had any ups and downs with that too?
The hardest thing about the digital brand is actually getting clients, because everybody is doing it. Everybody can do it. Like
it's not that hard.
On Canva, and you can find a thingy that's already made and just switch the words out. So it's not as hard as people think it is. So yeah, that would be that.
Okay, I'm eager to see how you play both with each other, like how you intertwine both brands and businesses with each other. Do you like one more than the other? Like, do you see you doing digital marketing more in the long run, or the clothing brand in the long run?
Kind of. I like creating more than I like the hassle with the clothing brand, but I do love selling more than I like making the flyers and stuff for people.
Yeah,
so
that'd be time consuming.
Yes, I like the hustle. I've been like to hustle. I was in school selling chips. Like when I was in elementary, I used to paint girls' nails at the lunch table, like for money. So like I like to go out there like, hey, you should buy this. Hey, get this. Like I don't know, it's the thrill of it versus the flyer making. It's like
you sitting down making.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you like these? This is what I made for you. Yeah.
Well, let everybody know your Instagram, where they can find you at, where they can buy your hats. Is it this one of your hats, right? This one of your hats
for you.
Oh, thank you.
It say I like nothing.
Rip me off the plastic.
The Donna brand 222 on there.
And it's so cute because we just found out our birthdays is a day apart, and it say 222. My birthday February 22nd.
Ooh,
that's raw. That's raw. So yeah, let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube at _ that's the Don, or _ the Donna brand. Come shop, watch my videos, subscribe, and holla at me.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna like this, and we gonna need this because it's been real cold. It's been real cold lately here in Cleveland. You can like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. God, why do I keep wanting to say K Talk Radio? You can like, comment, and subscribe.
It's a part of you.
It is. Like, I was so attached to it because it's Kayla, K Talk Radio. But I will say now, you guys, if you do not want to be the face of your brand, do not have your brand tied to your name. Because it was K Talk Radio, I thought my face had to be on it so much. But now, since it's Back to Reality podcast, I just put my logo.
Back to Reality by K Talk Radio.
Yeah. So, like, comment, and subscribe to Back to Reality, the podcast on YouTube. And then you can follow me on Instagram at Mediagurll, girl spelled Gurll, and thank you for watching.